Good evening. So, this week is a very special week, not just because it's the last week of the year, but because we have a full moon, the second full moon of the year, of the month, the second full moon of December. And it's going to be the highest moon of the year. What's important about it is that it will remain full from our view from tomorrow to the next day, and even look full on New Year's Eve. So that's 3 days of seeing a full moon from our vantage point. And something else that happens that's unusual is that we will have the full moon tomorrow evening, technically, but in Europe, it will, like, so North America, South America, will see it one day, and the next day, Europe and Africa and Asia. And the odd thing about that is typically the full moon is the same all over the world. So what that says to me is that this second full moon of the month is giving us more light in the darkness, taking us out of the dark with its extra light for 3 full days. And that says a lot. What you are often warned about when we talk about the moon and astrology is that predictions can never be made. However, it points to opportunity. So this second moon is an opportunity to move from chaos to order. But we have to be patient. We have to accept that there will be suffering along the way. Parinoma is a Sanskrit word that means transition. And it is transition with the idea that it needs time. It isn't something that just happens overnight. We have to be very patient. So I invite you to see the promise that this new moon gives us, this full moon gives us for the coming year. It's a wonderful thing to have this beautiful moon this week. So, of course, we'll be doing a moon salutation. But first, let's come inside and focus on your breath. Close your eyes. And breathe. Just breathe. Feel your breath. Follow the flow of your breath. Feel your chest rising on your inhale, descending on your exhale. Feel your belly expand on your inhale, contract on your exhale. Feel the cool air of your inhale through your nose, and feel the warmth of your exhale. With breathing, your body transitions from one state to another, taking you into a state of relaxation. We continue now with a deeper breath and slow exhale. Making way for transformation. Parinoma. Slowly open your eyes to take in the light. Let's start with our hands alongside our hips. Walk your left hand away. Bring your right arm alongside your right ear. Drop your left elbow and stretch with your right arm. Inhale, and on an exhale, place your right hand forward of your left knee, parallel arms. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, bend your elbows and fold. Inhale, exhale. Come to straight arms. Slide your hands to your knee. Right hand on left knee. Turn to look over your left shoulder. Inhale, get taller, empty of breath, and try to twist just a little bit more. Allow your gaze over your left shoulder to symbolize the past, the year that we want to forget, and knowing that it won't be easy to make the change. But now allow yourself to come back into the present, leaving the past behind. Right hand comes to the mat, left arm stretches, lateral stretch. Bend your elbow, your right elbow. Inhale, exhale, bring your left hand to forward of your right knee, parallel arms. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, fold. Come up to straight arms. Slide your hands to your knee. Left hand on right knee. Look over right shoulder. Turn your gaze from the past coming into the present. Send your legs straight out in front of you. And shake out your legs. Then bring the soles of your feet together. Bring your hands on your shins and begin some cat and dog spines. On an exhale, you're going to curl your spine behind you. On an inhale, you're going to send your heart forward. Now do this in your own time, feeling the pose as you move from one curve of your back to the other. Next time you are in your cat spine, pause. We're going to do a little diving now. So you're going to send your nose down, all the way down to the mat, your elbows bend. You're going to lift your head up, inhaling all the way up. As you come back, it's an exhale. Exhaling still, inhaling when you come up, like you're diving down into the water and lifting up. And come up to sit in a neutral spine, a nice long spine. And send your legs back out in front of you, hands alongside your hips, elbows pointing back behind you, crown of your head reaching for the sky. Inhale, gather. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Remember, in Dandasana, your feet are flexed, your leg muscles are active. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Bring your left leg in, hug it, and open it out to the side. Square your shoulders as if you had two legs straight out in front of you. Send your arms straight up to the sky. Inhale, exhale, engage your abs to come over your extended leg any amount. Look at your foot, release your left arm. See it reaching up, follow it as it reaches up to the sky, as it comes down alongside your hip. Use your right arm to come up onto your shin. Send your arm alongside your ear, your right arm alongside your ear, and stretch from fingertips to toes. Inhale, exhale, use your arm to bring you back down, to lead you back down. Bring your left ankle on your right thigh. Take your foot and your knee, bend your right foot to bring your left leg closer to you. You might want to wrap your arms around your leg, otherwise you're just going to hold foot and knee, and then extend your right leg. And then rock your pigeon leg. This is your pigeon, right? Come to center. Take the outside of your left foot with your right hand. Send your foot forward, right angle with your left leg. Your right arm is on the mat for support. If you wish, you'll straighten your leg, but try to keep your spine straight like a mountain. So your leg might have to come down a little bit to do that. Inhale, and on an exhale, send your left leg out to the side. Float your right arm, or not. Bring your leg back to center. Change the holding of your foot with your right hand. Bring your left hand down. Send your leg across the center line. Bring your left foot down outside your right thigh. Wrap your right arm around your knee. Look over your shoulder. Left arm comes up alongside your ear. Counter twist. Opposite side. So you can stay here, or you can step your left foot away from your right. And as you do that, the farther away your foot goes, you'll roll onto the outside edge of your leg and come up to a side plank. Use your left arm to lead you back down. Right. Dandasana. Bring your left leg in, hug it. Open it out to the side, square your shoulders. Inhale. Inhale again. Exhale. Engage your abs as you come over your extended leg, any amount. The crown of your head should be moving away from you, so forward or whichever direction you are in terms of your foot, respective to your foot. Yeah. Release your right arm, follow it as it reaches up for the sky, as it comes down and lands alongside your right hip, and come up onto your shin. Bring it down. Right ankle on left thigh. Use your right leg to help you bring your left leg to help you bring your right leg closer. Take your pigeon leg in your hand and rock it. Cradle it and rock it. Come to center. Take the outside of your foot with your right hand. Send your foot forward. Maybe you'll straighten it, maybe you'll leave it bent. Pay attention to your spine, nice and long. Send your leg out to the side, float your left arm. Bring your leg to center. Change the holding of your foot. Right hand comes down. Send your leg across the center line. Float your right arm. Place your right foot down outside your left thigh. Wrap your left arm around your leg. Look over your shoulder. Right arm comes alongside your ear, counter twist. Stay here or step your right leg forward, away from you, away from your thigh. Roll over onto the pinky edge side of your bottom leg. And then lift your hips from the mat for a side plank. And bring it back down. Right. Okay, so let's come down onto our hands and knees. Let's start before you come to table. Let's start in a child's pose. Send your arms straight over your head. Palms flat on the mat. Look up between your hands. Lift your hips. Send them forward. Lengthen your legs behind you. Inhale, exhale, send your hips back behind you. Inhale, come forward. Push your hands into the mat. Make sure your shoulders aren't shrugging up. Engage your core muscles. Turn under your toes, downward facing dog. Get your alignment, chest coming towards thigh. Heels coming towards mat. Hands pushing the mat away. Come all the way up onto the ball of your foot, all the way up as high as you can. Then send your chest closer to your thighs and bring your heels towards the mat. Come forward to plank. Shoulders over wrists. Your core is working to keep this nice straight plank from the crown of your head to your heels, a straight plank of wood. Bring your knees to the mat, hips to your heels. Slide your hands toward your knees. Come up onto your knees. You're going to step your right foot forward, walk it away. Inhale your arms up, slide your hips forward as if you wanted to touch the back of your right calf. Inhale, exhale, bring your hands down to the mat, straighten your right leg. Bow over your right leg. Inhale, come back up. Your arms come up alongside your ears. Your hips are forward. Inhale, exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Straighten your right leg. Inhale, bend your knees, arms straight up alongside your ears. Bring your arms down. Bring your hips over your left knee. Bring your right knee back to the mat. Left leg comes forward, walk it away. Inhale, hips to calf, to the back of your leg. Exhale, hands to the mat, straighten your leg. Inhale, bend your knees, arms up, hips forward, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, exhale, hands to the mat, straighten your leg, bow over. Inhale, bend your knees, arms up alongside your ears, hips moving forward. Last time, inhale, straighten your leg. Inhale, slide your hips forward as your knee bends, arms up alongside your ears. Bring your arms down, bring your hips over your supporting knee, and bring your left knee back next to your right. Okay. Bring your hands down to the mat, step them forward. Send your hips forward and make circles with your hips. You can make these circles as big as you like. You can send your hips all the way to your heels, or you can make small circles. Next time you're facing forward, go in the opposite direction. Next time you're facing forward, slide your hands under your shoulders, bring your knees under your hips for Baddhasana, the table pose. Let's do some cats and dogs here. Inhale down, exhale, arch your spine to the sky. Inhale and exhale, keep going at your own pace. Remember the importance of feeling every pose, not just doing it. Feel it. Feel the transition of your body. Next time you're in a cat spine, pause. And then come to a neutral spine. Walk your hands to the front of the mat, your whole body. Just walk up so that you're to the front, so that you have room for your legs to stretch out behind you. Send your right leg back behind you. Lift it up. Cross your right leg over your left. Place it down on the floor. Look over your left shoulder to find your right foot. Bring your right knee to the mat. Bring your shoulder, your wrists under your shoulders, so slide them back a little bit. Bend your right knee. Reach with your left hand for your right foot and twist open to the left. Release your foot, leaving it right where it lands. Bring your hand down to the mat, your arm. Lengthen your right leg. Ball of the foot is on the mat. You're going to lift it, cross it back over, bring it back down, knee to knee. Send your left leg back behind you. Lift it up hip high. Send it across your right foot. Look over your right shoulder. To find your left foot. Bring your left knee to the mat. Slide your wrist under your shoulder. Bend your left knee. Take your left foot with your hand and open up in a twist to the right. Release your foot. Bring your hand back down to the mat. Lengthen your left leg. Lift it, cross it over your right. Bring your knee back down to the mat. Come to child's pose. And then make your way back up onto your knees. Send your arms back behind you. Interlace your fingers. Send your knuckles to the earth. Send your heart up to the sky, opening up your heart. Inhale, exhale, send your fists away from you as you bend your hips, bend at the hips, bend your knees, bring your head all the way down to the mat. So you're coming down towards the mat, crown of your head on the mat, and you're going to roll over the back of your head. Maybe you want to lift your little bunny ears. This is Sarsangasana, the rabbit pose. Release your arms. Push in to the mat with your hands and come back up onto your knees. All right. Let's come up to stand. Come to your mountain. Roll your shoulders, let your arms fall comfortably by your side. Tuck your belly. Feel the strength of your mountain pose. Inhale, gather. Exhale, bring that energy to your heart. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, gather. Exhale, bring it to your heart. All right. Release your arms. So we're going to get ready for our moon salutation in honor of the beautiful full moon that is about to grace us. So there's a couple of things I'd like to do first before we get into the salutation, just as a warm-up. So come to the top of your mat. Step your right foot back behind you, warrior one. Back leg is nice and long and straight. Your foot is at a slight angle. Your left knee is bent, not going past your ankle. You have a long, straight spine. You're going to do a back bend, but your back bend's going to come from up high. So we're going to bring your thoracic spine into a bit of a curve. So send your arms back behind you. Inhale, exhale, bring that warrior up from the earth. Now, of course, your lumbar spine is also curling a bit here because it's naturally going to do that. But you want the curve to come a bit higher. Your thoracic spine is not quite as flexible as your lumbar spine, but it likes this. Yeah. Bring your hands together in a prayer. Bring your hands to your heart. Send your arms back behind you, yoga mudra behind you. Inhale, exhale, halfway to a flat back. And you're going to stay right here. You're not going to go any deeper than this. You're going to release your arms, send them alongside your hips, and then lift your arms, come all the way up. Step forward. Step your left leg back, warrior one. Arms reach back behind you. Bring that warrior up from the earth. Bring your hands together in a prayer. Look up at your prayer. And if you like, make your warrior, your legs farther away from each other, your feet farther away for a longer warrior, your choice. Send your arms back behind you, yoga mudra behind you. Inhale, exhale, come forward. Push in to the mat and come back up. Step forward. Okay. Come to your mountain. Arms in a V shape. Step your feet apart. Toes pointing forward. Feel the dynamics of this five-pointed star. Like Polaris, the North Star, shining brightly in the sky. And now you're going to feel the power of the full moon as you curl your spine and feel as if the moon is snuggling in your back. Your head is on one part. The width of the moon, the circumference of the moon at your lower back. Feel the full moon. Bring your hands together. Lengthen your spine, interlace your fingers, except for your index finger. Leave it pointed up to the sky. You're going to inhale, and then on an exhale, you're going to draw the half moon. Fingers reaching for the mat or touching the mat. You can bend your knees a little bit if that helps you reach the mat. Inhale, redraw that half moon. Step or hop your feet together. Come to center. Inhale, exhale, crescent moon. Inhale to center. Exhale, crescent moon in the other direction. Inhale to center. Release your arms. Step your feet. You can jump them apart or step them apart. Your feet are on a 45-degree angle. You're going to bend your knees and welcome the goddess into your flow. The moon represents our female, feminine side, the divine feminine. And so we call upon the goddess in our flow. And the goddess is very graceful and very powerful. And she will go into her dance now. You're going to Send your left arm overhead, your right hand in front of you, and reach to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Swivel to the short edge of your mat or swivel around. To warrior one legs, even though we aren't going to do warrior one, you're going to send your arms behind you in yoga mudra, knuckles to the earth. Straighten your leg, stargazer. Look up at those beautiful stars, gracing, surrounding the full moon. Release your arms, bring them up overhead, bend your left knee, bring your hands down to the mat. You're going to bring your weight over your left foot, left ankle, as you spring off your back leg to come in to send your leg up to the sky for a shooting star. Your hands, your fingers are on the mat, your head is bowing down for a shooting star. Send your leg back behind you where it started out in that warrior one stance. Arms back behind you, yoga mudra, quarter moon. You're hovering over your left thigh. Bring your hands down to the mat, swivel around to a wide-legged forward fold to expose the new moon, the dark side of the moon. Bring your hands under your shoulders. You might want to heel toe your legs a little bit closer so that you can fly out and up and down the center line. Right. We start in mountain. Maybe you'll jump your feet apart, 5-pointed star. Full moon, feel the power of that magnificent bright moon behind you. Bring your hands together, interlace your fingers, use your index fingers to draw the half moon. Then redraw the half moon. Jump or step your feet together. Inhale, exhale the opposite direction from when you went last time for a crescent moon. Inhale to center, exhale, other side. Inhale to center. Goddess. Right. So this goddess now is going to do a slightly different dance. So bring your hands to your thighs and make circles with your hips. And then go the other way. Swivel or step into your warrior one stance. Yoga mudra behind you. Adjust your legs. Straighten your front leg for stargazer. Release your arms, bend your front knee, bring your hands down to the mat. Spring off your back leg for a shooting star. Step your leg right back where it was. Come up in Yoga Mudra, quarter moon. Bring your hands to the mat, swivel into wide-legged forward fold to expose the new moon. Bring your hands to the mat. Heel toe your feet a little closer together so you can comfortably fly out and up and down to your heart. Step your feet together. Okay. So I know I added the shooting star that we haven't done yet in this pose. And sometimes I add Skandasana as a tribute to Mother Earth. And so I'd like to do those two things separately. So step your feet apart. Bend your right knee. I am not mirroring you. And bring your hands down to the mat. You can stay right here, touching, honoring Mother Earth. You can bring the heel of your left foot to the mat, toes to the sky or not. You can bend a little more deeply or not. You can bring your hands to your heart in honor of Mother Earth. Bring your hands down to the mat, over to the other side. Decide if you want to come onto the heel of your right foot or if you want to keep it flat. Your left foot is bent, right? And you'll decide if you want to keep your hands down or come up in a prayer. Bring your hands to the mat, bring your feet together. Swivel into warrior one legs. Your hands are now on the mat. You're going to spring your back leg up off the mat. And as you do that, you're going to bring your weight over your left ankle. So do this at your pace. You're going to spring forward, bringing your weight over your left and sending your right leg up to the sky, the tail of the shooting star. Bring your right leg back down, swivel to the opposite side. Spring off your back leg, come to your shooting star. And you can, you know, the height of your tail does not matter. Bring your foot down, hang over Uttanasana. And slowly unfold. right. Well, it's an extra special full moon this week, so we had to do an extra special moon salutation. Bring your chin to your chest. Take a couple of breaths. Roll your shoulders, bend your knees, and make your way down to the mat. And when you get to the mat, come to Dandasana. And then walk your hands back, making your way down on flat onto your back. And when you get there and you are on completely on your back, bring your feet to the mat and lengthen your spine. Bring your right ankle on your left thigh, up high, up near your knee. Keep your right foot flexed, your knee away from you. This pigeon leg, remember our pigeon leg. Lift your left leg into your chest, wrap your hands around your left thigh. Keep that foot flexed and use your right elbow to push your knee away. Roll a little from side to side. Come back to center. Straighten your left leg, toes to the sky. If you wish, you can release your arms and lock your hands around your thighs, interlacing your fingers. Maybe, maybe not. And then rotate your foot in both directions. Point and flex, point and flex. Bring your left foot back down to the mat, uncross your legs. Let's do the other side, left over right, opening that knee out away from you. Flexing your foot, bringing your right knee into your chest, interlacing your fingers behind your thigh. Roll little. Come to center, lengthen your right leg. If you wish, you can reach for your calf with your hands. Either way, rotate your foot. And point and flex. Release your arms. Bring your right foot back to the mat, uncross. And send one leg out, send the other leg out straight into Shavasana. Make sure your arms are rotated so that your palms are facing upward. Feel your whole back body giving in to gravity. Om Namah Shivaya, I surrender to transformation and welcome the changes that will lead me to who I am. Take a deep breath. Begin to reawaken your body. Roll your head from side to side. Make gentle movements with your hands and your feet. Send your arms overhead, your feet away from you for a deep full body stretch. Then bring your knees into your chest, hug them, and roll from side to side. Come to center and roll over onto your right side, exposing the moon side as you come into your fetal position, preparing you for the full moon ahead. And when you're ready, make your way up to sit. Bring your hands to your heart. And please join me in this last week of the year saying goodbye to an era that was difficult and welcoming in the new era and being patient, allowing the transformation to take the time that it needs. Namaste.